Hey everyone, Gavin Topp here. I'm here with John from Vancouver, just an absolute champion legend going through our Man Alive experience. Hey, thanks for coming on today, mate.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
And mate, just briefly, like, what was the thing that got you started in the Man Alive experience?
I have to say, when I read the Facebook post, somehow came across, and a lot of things hit home for me. Being middle-aged, divorced, a newborn child, my business, I felt very worn out, and out of all my bag of tricks for life. And it's, so I actually read your book with my partner and had her support, and we contacted.
Yeah, and mate, what it's been, we're for everyone watching, we're 6 months in. We're halfway of the 12-month program, mate. And I suppose really the biggest thing I wanted to bring you on today is you've had some great wins. And mate, could you share maybe a couple of them?
Yeah, so all of the hard work I've been doing and the help of you and the men, it started with me personally to become better outside of in the world that I live in. And one of the greatest spots just recently has been my business. I basically have doubled my sales that I did all of last year just in 6 months with Man Alive, and the personal work and the growth. So it's been amazing.
And mate, it's fantastic. And I mean, not like it's uncommon, because it's happened with a lot of men, but just so much in 6 months. It's I mean, my goal for you is you double it in 12 months, but you've set a new record.
Yeah, let's shoot for a quadruple in a year, huh?
Why not? Hey, somebody's got to. But you know, I remember us talking about. I remember you sitting in that office and we were having that first kind of conversation. And I talked about when you grow, when your capacity grows, it will affect your business. And I mean, the numbers show that. And I mean, maybe because I mean, money's not everything, but geez, it's a great thing to add, like you say, to your bag of tricks. When you've got more money, you can serve more people, etc. I mean, what has been some of the other benefits?
Well, it's, you know, because I've been so clear-minded, it started with the process of the site meetings and quoting the jobs, and being very, very thorough. And then I was ready when opportunity knocked. You know, they came and asked me the night before for a meeting that morning. And so then we've been working on how you can get from the world sees you as you see yourself, right? So we've been working a lot on negative self-talk and those kinds of things. So I needed to go in there knowing that my worth, and that I was a very good candidate for this job, and that I'm very capable of doing that job. So the self-confidence, and then what I learned with the rite of passage and conquering all those different fears, and then the validations that we had from all of the men in the group. What perfect stranger when I got here thought of me and what I was capable of. I remembered those things going into the meeting in the boardroom, you know, and speaking publicly. But it all started with working on myself and my life, so that I could feel good and prepared and confident and have all my stuff in order to be able to be selected for this job, and for them to put their confidence in me, and be confident with taking some risk as well, because we also talk about living outside our comfort zone, and that's how you reap the rewards, and that's how you grow. So that's what my business is doing, and that's what my life is doing first, and now my business is seeing the same.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. And I suppose, yeah, you know, for the people that are watching, hey, leave this bloke a comment. He's doing so good. But, you know, in short, you know, for the people watching, I suppose in a way what John's talking about is something that we've been talking about even of late, is you don't necessarily get what you want, you get who you are. You're a match to your success. So if you don't think enough of yourself, generally that's what you get, not enough. But man, as you were saying, like you mentioned, and mate, hats off to you. You know, you were among some of the great men who come over from Canada and the US and to our rite of passage, mate. And I remember, man, you know, you weren't the fight named the Moose. Man, you big guy, jump in the ring and you're going for it. I mean, what did that feel like to actually test yourself in the boxing ring?
Yeah, like the boxing can be related to so much in life. It was a group of people. It was waiting to go up there. It was sprung upon us without us knowing. We didn't know. We half expected it, but and then I really loved seeing men get back up and learning how to get knocked down and get back up. And then taking that into different aspects of life and knowing that we're capable, you know, lots of different things. So yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah, and I remember at the end of that Fight Club night, well, when I was on the first night, I think a lot of people maybe thought it was going to come later. Sprung it on you after being blindfolded. It was awesome. Well, anyway, well, it was awesome for me. But mate, I remember when you got in the ring afterwards. You know, after you conquered those demons. Do you remember what you said? I mean, if that's all right, mate, could you share that with these wonderful people?
Yeah, so I couldn't, when I was waiting to go on, a very familiar feeling came back to me from that I feel that I've lived with for a long time, all the way back to being 14 years old when I was picked on and I was challenged to a fight, and the whole school was waiting for me and I didn't show up. Now, I know that that's probably the smart and the right thing to do, but I never let myself live it down because I feared failure. I feared losing. And then, but I knew that I could have probably shown up. And so that familiar feeling came to me that I've been having self-doubt ever since then, from when we were waiting to go in the ring. And then I fought, and all the men fought, and I think there was 5 different people that we had to go around with. And it's like I finally forgave myself, and for some reason all those were going through my mind while I'm in Australia in another country boxing, and we just finished the fighting, and I felt the desire to share this amazing sense of relief, of accomplishment, and of forgiveness to myself. So it was healing for me as well at the same time.
And I remember you saying, man, with the heat of the moment, say, you know, you didn't go across to the service station and fight that guy, but man, you come a long way from Canada to the Gold Coast, Australia for a fight, man. You come a long way, man, to pick a fight. With 5 men, come on. And I think what's brilliant, and you know, like you say, you can relate that to so many other things, but now when you walk into opportunities that present themselves now, the impact is, well, it's a couple of $1 million, some of these opportunities. It's amazing.
Yeah, very amazing. So I see what I am capable of now, you know. So that walking into that boardroom, it's not nothing, but it's something I'm capable of now.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. And
without this program, you know, it's twice a week with the Zooms. It's the daily work that you want to put in, and it really keeps it in the forefront of my mind as much as possible. You know, it's set up for success. So we just have to have the confidence and the trust in the process to step in and then continue to do the work, you know. And the different stories of the men and all of their successes is what's inspiring me as well. Taking the risks and believe I can do that. I can do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose, for people that are maybe watching, I suppose a theme that runs through everything that we do is structure, discipline, and accountability. And mate, have you seen that translate to other areas?
Yeah, I have, with abstaining from alcohol, with fitness,
Yep.
my attitude with all my teammates at work, and my relationship is growing. My partner's happy, and my son sees a happy father come home now, not an exhausted father, and I'm excited for life again. I have bigger goals and bigger dreams. It's not just a repetitive day-to-day struggle anymore. So,
Mate, so happy for you, mate. And it's just the start. So, man, you got a big future, massive. So, all right, man. Hey, listen, leave this bloke a great comment. Hey, John, thanks for coming on today, mate. And let's do another update shortly.
sounds good, guys.
All right.
Thank you very much.
More than welcome, mate. Over and out.
Bye-bye.